Well, howdy everyone, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I know it's been a couple days, but you know, finally starting to get myself back a little bit, you know. So yesterday, you know, I got out here on Bertha and put some more dirt, moved some more dirt around the yard, and did some of that right there, like trying to fill in these low spots that are through here in the driveway. And today I'm out here working on the car and having to try to reset all the lights in the dashboard. I got just about every single warning light on in the dash, but hang on. Come here, girls. Come on, girls. About every single light is on in the dashboard, and I've tried to put my code reader on it and nothing's working there. So I remembered a little trick that on another vehicle a long time ago. So I went on YouTube University, and verified you know, how to do it. And this is what I've come up with. So basically you have to start the computer completely over. So you have to drain all the excess energy out of the system, because there is stored power inside the computer and stored power in other modules inside the vehicle. So what you do is you just you take the ground terminal off right here, and you just place it on top of the positive terminal, and just let it sit there for about 15 or 20 minutes. And this should clear all the codes, everything, restart the computer, and hopefully everything will be sweet again. Now this has a tendency to happen when you let a battery die on these vehicles, you know, or just get down so low that they can't even be jump started anymore. Bad batteries will cause that. So if you have a battery that's still cranking, but you're not getting the juice out of it like you normally would, you know, like maybe a slow crank or what have you like that, just check your battery. Take it every couple of years, y'all. Go take your car and go have it tested out. AutoZone, all of those right there, they all, Pep Boys, but any one of them will test your battery for free. Be sure to do that, because that will that keeps your car in top running shape. You know, sometimes even a low battery, even though the alternator is putting out what it's supposed to, just a low battery will also make the computers run crazy, make stupid lights come on your dash that don't need to be there, stuff like that. You know, because we run a code test on it. No codes are found, and it wouldn't clear any of them. So that's that usually what's happening there. We just replaced the battery when we got the car, so I never did clear anything at that point with like this. So that's what we're doing today. Plus I'm going to get Bertha out here and probably move a little bit more dirt, prepping for this rain coming in. We got some like 2 inches of rain coming supposedly at the end of the week, and so I'm trying to get all of that done today. You know, cleaning the windows, vacuuming out the car and everything, because I got a 2-hour ride in the morning for my appointment, and just go on out there from there. So on that note, this little message right here is for a special someone, and this is Roger and Sandy's granddaughter, and I believe her name is Annabug. So Annabug, if you're watching, howdy howdy. All right, so per Grandpa's instructions, I got instructed that it's Raj, not Roger. So guess what? I am going to retrain myself and start calling him Raj, just for you, hon. All right? So you can, Grandpa's right over here actually, and he's going to tell you that he lived up to his word.
He lives up to his word. He's calling me Raj.
See, told you. So anyway, that one's for you, kiddo.
You, Anna Bear.
Anna Bear? Okay, I thought it was Anna Bug. Okay.
Anna Bear.
Anna Bear. All right. Well, Anna Bear, there you go. So, and that's Miss Bandy right there. She's the spoiled one around here. And I don't know where Sandy is right now, but she's in there hanging out doing her thing. So I'm just right now, I'm sitting back waiting for this car to clear the codes, and then I've got some other things I got to tighten up around here, and hopefully gonna have a little throw something on the grill here just later on today, and have a little fire. You know, it's supposed to cool off pretty fast tonight, so I'm thinking that'll be pretty cool to have a little bonfire and kick back and relax a little bit, and get ready for my appointment tomorrow, because that's going to be a hectic little drive. I hate big cities, going to big cities, but you know, it is what it is. That's what I've got to do tomorrow. So I'll be back in just a short. All right, so one of the other things I'm going to get done today is I had to come out here and make me a temporary bridge to get over to the island. So I got a piece of 2x10 stretched across there. It just happened to be just the right length. So I'm going to clean this island up here a little bit, y'all, and see if we can't hang some lights out here, make it a little more cool, if you know what I mean. So we're going to set you up here. You get to go along for the adjustment ride as well. And hopefully the dogs won't come out here and try and knock it over. Hopefully they won't. And that means you, Audie. Yeah, that means you, Audie. Yep, I knew they'd knock it over. So anyway, we got the island cleaned up. So I'm gonna run some of these solar lights out and around here. And then here real soon, I'm gonna be installing the pump and the sprayer. We're gonna be doing that here real soon. I want to get it done before wintertime hits. I still got a little bit more over there to dig out as far as I can reach. And I may do that Tuesday. Because, you know, obviously tomorrow I'm going to be all day. But the pond is looking good. Now David took a couple of seconds of drone video for me of it. But he hasn't sent it to me yet, so who knows. Hopefully I'll get it one day and y'all will be able to see it, because for some reason my drone, the app just keeps wanting to crash, so it doesn't want to stay going. I'm gonna run these lights out here. I'm gonna go get the tripod and I'm gonna set these lights up, and then hopefully you'll get to see that this evening. So the video will be late tonight, but at least you'll get to see that. So anyway, I will see y'all in just a short. All right, it's been about 20 minutes. We're gonna put the ground cable back on, and we're gonna see if this did its job. Hopefully I had a good enough connection on there to make that happen. So we're about to find out any second now. Hopefully it took care of all them codes. Nope, didn't do it this time. Alright, well, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I'm thinking there might be another issue with something in here, but car runs great, so I think we're just going to leave it alone for now. I do have another trick that I was going to try with the tire pressure, because now I have all the new gate monitors in there, but it's still telling me I have low tire pressure, and I know they're brand new tires, and just they're all perfect poundage. So PSI, proper PSI. So I don't know. We'll just have to go in here and I probably have to take it to a dealer and let them put it on their big computer and see what happens, you know. But for right now, it's just gonna have to wait. Like I said, the car's running fine, so I'm just gonna leave it alone at that. Let it go. So anyway, let's get out here and get some lights on, and we'll see how this goes tonight. All right. at, Smoke? Where you at? Might have to get a couple of long zip ties. Yep, I'm gonna have to get a couple of long zip ties and make a loop up there on the tree for it to hook. So let's go do that. Well, evidently the camera decided to show up, shut off. So anyway, we got him up there. So it's on the island. I know you probably can't see him from here, but hopefully it'll look pretty cool tonight. You know, got her all cleaned up out there. We'll see how that goes. Oh, all right. Try and figure out what I can get into next. Trying to just trying to keep myself busy, you know, keep my brain off of stuff. You know, got this one last appointment and praying it goes really good, and get it over with. I'm ready to start the next chapter, you know what I mean? And do something different. There's Goofball. Smoke boat. So evidently the girls are learning from him now, because now they're wanting to go out to the field across the street, so keep having to catch them wanting to wander out there. And I know it's because they smell the deer that are walking back and forth through there, because that's the same place they keep going back to, and just nose to the ground. And I'm sure if they ever saw it up close, they would probably lose their mind, but it would probably scare them so bad and they'd run back to the house, but who knows. You know. But anyway, so let's find something else we can get into, and I'll be back. All right, well, got a few more things done. Got this cut up right here. Well, most of it cut up anyway. There's a fire later on, and it's a beautiful day. About 80 degrees out here, I think. Said it was only supposed to be 71, but you know the weather, man. Liar, liar, pencil fire. Let me take you out here and show you what else I did. And no, I didn't get it on video, but I still got a little bit more to go before. Anyway, so got that pile of stuff gone right there. Smoothed out that pile of dirt. I got to pick up the brush hog, and I'm going to move it back over there along with a bunch of this other little stuff and the big trailer and all that kind of stuff, and move it all out of this area right here, just so it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. And I am going to get the smoker and the windows and all that stuff moved from the front, and start putting the rocks back here too, so we can start working on this little pond. But I think I've done quite a bit for today. I think I'm going to call it a break for today, and just so I can get a video out to y'all. You know, for those who've been asking about the car, yes, I got the tires on, and yes, it fixed the problem, and now she handles like a dream. Rides great, takes all the curves nice and smooth and all that. So anyway, I told you I was going to put the carburetor on the buggy. Okay, well, evidently the carburetor, the one I had gotten, is doesn't have the flange with it. I thought it had the adapter flange with it, but because it showed it in the picture having the adapter flange with it. But as you can see, let me show you right there. So this one bolts on. You can see it bolts on right here, and this is the adapter flange it's supposed to have right here. So it's supposed to have a little flange right here that bolts onto this, and then makes the carburetor sit back here a little further, so that my throttle cable will work better, and I can run my cable this way and let it pull that way. Well, needless to say, that didn't happen, and so I'm thinking I am just gonna leave it like it is for right now. I'm gonna put the new fuel pump on here. I've got to drain the tank. This is my fuel tank, so I gotta drain it, and because it's got something down inside of it. And I'm gonna try and remount that tank somewhere different. I'm not sure exactly where yet, but I'm going to put it on there. But I'm gonna put the fuel pump. I might even just leave it right there, y'all. Leave it. You know, it actually works pretty good right there because it sits right just like that. And if I put the fuel pump right here, just so it'll draw the fuel better. And it could be the reason it was spitting and sputtering was just it wasn't getting enough fuel due to the tank. I mean, this is a tank off a another old four-wheeler that we had found, and so I figure if I put the fuel pump on there, that might just do it. You know, I don't think it can push that much fuel in there where it's going to hurt it any. And then I've got another fuel air filter for it, because you can see that one's not great. So I've got another one of those, and let's see if I can get her to start. So I'm going to try and do that this week. Well, it's probably going to be one of my priorities this week, because I would so love to have the front end on this thing and run it before the mud hits. And this I can go out here and just get muddy and nasty and just have a blast with it, because you know, looks like I got a pretty nice track out here now. So it'll be a lot of fun. I'll have to fix it all when I'm done, but that's all right. You know, it'll still be a lot of fun, and then y'all get to see it run. So I'm going to try and get all that put together this week, if possible. Try my best. You know how it goes. I am going to be dragging it over there to the shop as soon as I get back from the doctor tomorrow. I'm going to drag it over there and put it beside the beast, and see if I can't get it going. Because like I said, I can't wait. Now that I got that part in there, I'm just going to try and make this work. See what I can do with it. See, I know she'll run. I mean, like I said, she's only got 15 hours on the motor. So let's see what we can do with it. That'd be great. But anyway, in the meantime, like I said, I've been getting more stuff done, a little at a time around here. Still got this stuff I've got to move around and get it out of here. And there's another pallet that we're going to have to use for Raj's and Sandy's camper, so they can insulate the bottom of their camper and get their stuff ready. So hopefully I'll be doing a collaboration for that to help them out with a diesel heater, or my daughter with a diesel heater, one of the two. Either way, yeah, need one of them diesel heaters for the bottom of the camper. Their camper is a lot more insulated than Coach's is, so you know, we may just take it over there and put it on Coach's camper, and then see if I can't get another one, and we'll do it on their camper. But if we can get theirs insulated on the bottom, I think they're going to be just fine, because where they're at, you know, they're over there against that tree line and stuff like that, and you know, all them bushes up there. So I don't think they're going to get near as cold as Kosha is out there in Oklahoma. You know, because they're pretty much, she's right out in the open field out there in her camper. So, man, who'd have thunked it? 60 years old and living in a camper, you know what I mean? That's all right. I don't judge. Don't judge me either, you know, but anyway, I don't care. You know, it's a place to leave your head. I'm not one of them people, I don't need a big fancy house. I am going to still build my house, you know, eventually, at some point. I don't know where it's going to be, but I am going to build me a house. You know, I'm going to do some traveling and go around and see everybody and what have you like that. So I had an idea, y'all, and I want to run this by everybody. So tell me what you think about this and leave it in the comments. This spring, I would like to make do what they call a meet the subscriber tour. Okay, now everybody else that's on YouTube, you know, we have these meetups and everything where everybody comes to see you. Okay, well, you don't really get to know your favorite YouTuber that way, you know what I mean? Because you know, when you go to a meetup, we're usually getting bombarded by so many people, and like people like me, like I kind of shut down and kind of just, you know, I back away a little bit because it just overwhelms me. So I thought about doing that, And so tell me what you think about that, because I would love to make a trip around the United States. I'm going to get a camper, another little camper, and me and the dogs, we're going to make a little trip around the United States. So I'm thinking probably 20 or 30 people I would like to go meet, and just see how you live, you know, see what you're all about, see where what your story is, and what your life is about. You know what I mean? Meet the people, meet the people that have shown me so much love on here and what have you like that, and give back a little bit, you know, because I know a lot of you think you know who I am, but I really am who I am, okay? Or I'm really the person you see on the camera, okay? I'm not like a lot of these others that I'm not that person, okay? All right, and so don't think that, and don't be believing all that crap, all right? Because I am the person you see on here. I am true. I'm honest. I'm straight up. You know, I'm a little quiet sometimes, you know, but for the most part, I'm pretty happy-go-lucky. There are times, though. I mean, there's a lot of times where I get overwhelmed and I shut down. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay, you know, the PTSD kicks in a little bit, and I'm just like, okay, I can't deal with people anymore. So, you know, and that's just me. But I promise you, I am the person you see on here. All right. But anyway, on the rest of that, on that note there, I think when the time is right, I think is the way I'm going to do this, because I've given this a lot of thought, and I would like you to send me an email when the time is right. Not now, okay, not now, but when the time is right, send me an email. Tell me something about yourself. Tell me why you'd like to meet me, and tell me where you live and something cool about the area you live in, okay? And no, it doesn't have to be a spectacular national monument or nothing like that. Just something cool about where you live. And then I would like to come there and meet you. And if, you know, if the meeting goes well, then, you know, let's go check out the cool thing. You know what I mean? And I think I would like to do that and just take a whole trip around the U.S. and see everybody. One, I think that would be just cool for y'all. A way to give back for all the love y'all have shown me, okay? And stuck by me with all, you know, through all this other chaos, crazy stuff, you know what I mean? And you get to meet the dogs and what have you, and they would love that too. So anyway, let's tell me what you think about that, all right? And I think it's gonna be so cool. So I'm looking forward to meeting y'all, all right? And we'll go from there. But so for now, until the next time, Anna, Grandpa Raj says hello. Raj, Grandpa Raj says hello, and Grandma Sandy said hello, and we're going to call this one a day, y'all. And I hope y'all stay with me. All right. Obviously, some of y'all haven't, but that's okay. All right. I get it. That's okay. So anyway, I love y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and stay tuned, because that tour is coming up soon, y'all. It's going to be very cool. All right. We'll see you then.